Hello everyone, welcome back to the 5th forecast video for the Project Gladiator YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be covering the weather for April 13th. Down here you can see that there is an increase of the chance for severe weather across the US. In this area, going down the coast of Florida, southern Georgia, and into parts of Alabama, this is going to bring the threat for embedded or isolated supercells, damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes. There's been many tornado warnings already today, and there's probably a few going on as I make this video. Earlier today, it was a enhanced risk for southern Georgia, but that has been decreased to a slight risk over here. There's also going to be the chance for an isolated supercell in parts of northern Texas, western Oklahoma, and western Kansas, and parts of Nebraska. If we go to the pivotal weather models, you can see that down here is that low pressure system that was off the coast in the Gulf of Mexico is now on land. Most of the supercells that we're going to be seeing, most of the tornadoes and damaging winds that we're going to be seeing are going to be in these outer bands here that will whip around, and as this moves further inland, it will move, as you can see, into North Carolina, South Carolina, and then into Tennessee. Tomorrow there should also be the chance for tornadoes as it moves into South Carolina, but it's going to be less significant than what we're seeing today. If we look over here at Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, there's not really much, but you can still see that there is going to be a little bit of something there, because you did see a little bit of precipitation for the weather models. I don't have Pivotal Weather Plus yet, so I can't really go in depth completely yet, but when I can, I will. But I'm going to try something new. I'm going to show you some other models for the rest of this. If we find, where is it? If we can find the moisture in the atmosphere, the humidity, somewhere in here. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. If I can find it. It might take a second, but it's somewhere in here. Okay, for dew point, which is also, I think it's also considered humidity. I'm not entirely sure, but you see it's really humid in the areas that are affected by the enhanced risk and marginal risk. Not so much in the western marginal risk, but down here it's very humid. There's going to be a lot of humidity to fuel the supercells and tornadoes that will be down there, and that will move into South Carolina, North Carolina, and further east. But as we continue later into the week, we're going to see an increase in humidity for Oklahoma, Texas, as that cold front that I've been talking about moves east. So will the humidity, and it's going to fuel a lot of the severe weather that's going to be happening with the cold front. If we go over to the upper level winds for the United States, there's not really much that's down there. You can see that there is a little bit down there for the upper level winds, but you can see the upper level low that is in this area is really restricting a lot of the severe weather that will form from the cold front over here. But as that moves out of the area, there will be an explosion of upper level winds for that area that will fuel the severe weather as the cold front moves east. If we look at lower level winds, there is a lot of lower level winds in the areas that are being affected by the enhanced risk. This is what's really fueling the severe weather and tornadoes that is down there currently. And that will move north and east. That will go up into South Carolina, North Carolina, and continue. And you can also see as that upper level low moves out of the area, there will be a explosion of lower level winds that will fuel a lot of the severe weather in the trough here. For the cold front as it moves east, it will feel a lot of the severe weather that is going to pass with the cold front. If we look at Cape, which is somewhere, Cape is the instability in the atmosphere. It's the more instability, the more violent and explosive your storms are going to be. You can see that for today, there is a lot of unstable air in the areas that are affected by the enhanced risk, especially Florida, and there is a little bit of it in the area for Georgia, and that will move east with into South Carolina, North Carolina, as that continues. But then we will also see an increase in Cape in Oklahoma. This will most likely bring tornadoes. The chance for tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. And as that moves east, you can see the cold front. You can pretty much kind of see the cold front here as that moves east. There will be a lot of unstable air that will cause a lot of the severe weather to pop off, and that will move east with the cold front. So be watching out for that as that cold front continues east. But now that I've told you the weather, please go down to the description, check out the website, the GoFundMe, and all the socials for Project Gladiator. And more information on Project Gladiator is on the website, on the About page, and in the GoFundMe. Help me get out there, and I will see you tomorrow with another forecast.